Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to today's edition. Well, I gotta say this. Hats off to someone that I've sometimes can't stand, but yet I gotta say he's not too bad of a guy. Charles Barkley. He couldn't have summed it up any better than how he said it the other night on the Final Four. I mean, he really said it the way nobody else could have ever said it. And I gotta say, hats off to you, my man. I mean, you have my full respect now that you said that. I don't know who else I can get respect for. I mean, when you said the words, there's a lot of blacks and whites out there that like each other. But there are Republicans and Democrats who make us want to hate each other and all that. And they're just lining up their pockets just so we can hate each other. I mean, it's on the internet if you want to watch it. It's real simple. Just sit there and watch it. The full video is right there. I just remember little bits and parts of it. And then he destroys it again. He says, those who defund the police are all about defunding the police are like, how are we going to fight this? Who are we going to call? Ghostbusters? How are they going to fix this? I mean, it's not like it's going to end the world. It's not the end of it. I mean, how are we going to finish this? I mean, it's the police job and everything. And back to reality. Here in the fire service, if there's a domestic situation, we have to wait till the fire. Us firefighters have to wait till the scene is secure for us to go in, if it's a domestic situation. Same with overdoses. That's how we work. That's how they work. If you have that, you should look it up on the protocols of your local departments. Ask your local fire departments that question. That's how it works. But daggone it, Charles Barkley, you are a man. You are the man when it came to that. You really called them out. I could not have said it any better than that. No one could have said it any better than that. I mean, but there is one part that I kind of disagree with. It's mostly Democrats who are doing this. There are some Republicans, but mostly Democrats. I see dividing and conquer and dividing this country. They just want blacks to hate whites and whites to hate blacks. But there are a lot of whites who like blacks and blacks who like whites. I myself have a lot of black friends. I mean, that's all there is to it. You gotta like everything. You can't hate one side, you can't hate the other. As of the left, they want to cancel Florida and Georgia. They want, like Keith Olbermann said, he wants to boycott Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters are held. No, that's not how this works. How are you going to possibly do that? I mean, hell, everything is racist now? I mean, let's see here. First, mascots are like a chief, like a, let's see here, arrows, or I could go on and on about any kind of nickname there are. Indians itself, just the name Indians, the Apaches, I can go on and on. There's so many nicknames I can name. And where are we supposed to drop to? Animal names for teams? Or like card names for teams like aces or storm names? I mean, this is like beyond ridiculous now that they want to change everything. I mean, this is like beyond ridiculous. Like, everything is one way or the other. We just can't please a Democrat. This is where the divide and conquer mainly occurs. Former Confederate states, like Keith Olbermann says, do not deserve anything. Just eliminate everything. Oh, and he says if he wants to boycott them and leave the state, oh, and that's what's going to hurt the Democrats more and more. That means less liberals in that state, which is going to hurt the presidency in the upcoming future, which means 16 electoral votes will go to whoever the next Republican will be. And you can't stand there if there's less liberals in that state or Democrats. You can't tell me that the Democrats didn't win the state because there'd be less Democrats in that state than there will be Republicans. Because if he says Democrats need to leave the state, like he said, then that means there will be more Republicans in that state, which means the votes should go to Republicans. The state should go to Republicans, which means if somehow, some way, the state goes to Democrats, then there's definitely voter fraud. More reason to challenge that. Just saying. I mean, I'm just stating facts. I mean, all because of a voter situation? All because they want to change the laws about how you vote? I mean, come on. And let's do another thing. So if they think that it's racist to show ID when it comes to vote, then perhaps it should be the same way when it comes to getting ID for cigarettes or beer and other alcoholic beverages. Let's just throw that out there. Perhaps we shouldn't show ID for that either. Oh, wait a minute. We have to when it comes to that, but yet we don't have to for voter information? That's wrong. I could say I'm anybody in that state, and yet they can go away with it. All these woke corporations, let's just boycott them. I officially am not a part of any of those corporations anymore. I'm no longer a part of any of those. I hate those corporations. Those corporations can kiss my hind end. Well, with that being said, I got things I gotta do, so I'm out of here. Peace.